This is already turning out to be harder than they thought, and more French troops have arrived in Mali, part of an international force fighting Islamist rebels who've taken over the north of the country. Fears are growing that the rebel fighters who are linked to Al-Qaeda will use Mali as a base to launch attacks on Europe, so Britain is supporting the campaign. Britain will send 2 C-17 transport planes as logistical support, but no British combat troops will be deployed. David Cameron spoke to the French president on Saturday evening, and Downing Street issued this statement afterwards. The situation in Mali poses a real threat to international security, given terrorist activity there. They discussed the need to work with the Malian government, regional neighbours and international partners to prevent a new terrorist haven developing on Europe's doorstep. French fighter jets have pounded rebel-held areas for the past 2 days. It's meant Malian troops have been able to reclaim the central town of Kona, but there have been losses. 11 Malian soldiers and up to 100 rebels were killed in the fighting.
Grâce au courage de nos soldats.
Thanks to the courage of our soldiers, we have held back the progress of our adversaries and inflicted heavy losses on them. But our mission is not over yet. I reiterate that it consists of preparing the deployment of an African intervention force to allow Mali to get back its territorial integrity.
Islamist fighters overran huge parts of northern Mali last year, introducing strict Sharia law in the areas they controlled. Groups like Ansar-Dine are operating there and work closely with Al-Qaeda in North Africa, and there are fears other jihadist groups are now using northern Mali as a training base. They immediately vowed they'd take revenge on France.
We denounce France's clear and unequivocal intervention in Mali's internal affairs. We can't be clearer than this. This is an operation by the Crusaders in order to destroy the Islamic projects in Mali.
France has stepped up its security back at home over fears of a backlash from extremists, whilst West African countries are preparing to send more than 3,000 troops to join the operation. It's a sign of how seriously this threat to international security is being treated. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Johannesburg.